All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Josh Pocock here. It's Elon Musk, and in today's video, we are going to be looking at a new deep fake AI repo technology that you can set up and host locally. All right, as I'm recording this on OBS and running this live right now, literally live. As you can see, it's lagging a bit. But you can do this to pre-recorded videos where you'll have less lag, where it can process them. I'm going to show you how you can set this up, and you can put anyone's face, not just Elon Musk, but you could put really anyone just with one simple photo. Let's dive right into it. All right, guys. So yeah, I don't know who that was. I guess that was Elon Musk. Yes, he was in my office, but now I'm officially back here, Josh, to show you how to do this, right? And this is a repo that has kind of been getting a lot of traffic, I guess maybe saying going viral lately, and it's called Deep Live Cam. All right, so this is we'll go over it briefly, go over the specific install, how to get this up and running, because to be quite frank, to be honest, just the description of this repo, if you're following along, you could maybe encounter some issues. So we're going to cover everything, so you shouldn't so you should be able to get it up and running smoothly. But real-time face swap and one-click video deepfake with one single image. Okay, so here is an example right here. As you can see, this, depending on your computer system, of course, too, your GPU and everything. As you can see, mine was lagging. I was also recording a video, and I have I have so many different things open right now. So, but you know, depending on your resources and how much you're using and what system you got, it could run a lot smoother. As you can see here, this guy is running pretty smooth, and he's doing an Elon Musk as well. And he's even shining the light here, and this is 100% live. Okay, so if you pre-record it, upload a video, it's gonna make it a little bit less laggy. But if you do it live, you know, you may encounter a few few issues. So they have a disclaimer here saying this software is not meant to be a productive contribution to the rapidly growing AI generated media industry. It will help anyways, so it'll help artists with tasks such as animating custom characters. So they're basically just saying the developers of the software are aware of its possible unethical applications and are committed to take preventive measures against them. It has a built-in check which prevents the program from working on inappropriate media, including but not limited to nudity, graphic content, sensitive material, war footage. We will continue to develop this project in the positive direction while adhering to laws and ethics. This project may be shut down or include watermarks on the output if requested by law. Users of this software are expected to use the software responsibly by adhering by local laws. If the face of a real person is being used, users are required to get consent from the concerned person and clearly mention that it's a deepfake before posting content online. Developers of the software will not be responsible for actions of user. Anyways, so just a disclaimer, but basically the reason I read that is because obviously this is kind of a controversial thing, as we if you're into AI, or even just if you know a bit about AI, you know, we've heard about, you know, all the controversy of fake news, and then not knowing what actually is real, really a real life video game where you don't know what's real or what's fake, and you don't even know it to believe. So this is kind of just following along that trend. And right now in 2024, at recording this video, this is the dumbest AI will ever be. And even though you may saw the first video at the start, keep in mind if I was running this without recording and I had everything closed down, it would run a lot more smoothly. But that was live, and I could just upload a video in there and get it processed, and it would have ran a lot smoother. But even still, it somewhat resembled, it had that resemblance of Elon Musk, and it was pretty decent, right? And of course here you can see it's even a lot smoother depending on your resources. But what I'm saying is, this is the dumbest it's ever going to be. It's only going to get better and better. So imagine where we're going to be in 2 to 3 years from now. So let me know what your thoughts are. I know that's going to spark a lot of conversation in the comments down below regarding this. But anyways, without ado, let's go about installing this. So a few different things. It's not really a lengthy install, but it can be, depending on, like, you know, what you have already and what you don't have. So I'll just tell you what worked for me, okay, and what issues I encountered, so you hopefully don't encounter these same issues when setting this up. So set up your platform. So you're gonna need Python, and I have Python because over here, once I set up in virtual environment, and I try to install the requirements, I was using Python 3.12 something, and they recommend 3.1. So I mean, you could try it with your version, but regardless, you could go to the python.org website here and then go to Python 3.10. So you can just find that. It would show in the releases. You would scroll down, find 3.10, and then you would just want to download that for your system, for whatever you're on, whether you're on Windows, Linux, etc. Right? So that's how you do that. You're also going to need pip. So you can Google pip, make sure you have that installed and working as a command. You're going to want git. Okay. I'm not going to go over each individual thing, but literally just Google. I'll leave links too in the description for some of these, so you can just click the link. I'll leave a link directly to the 3.10 download of Python. Okay. You're also going to need ffmpeg. Okay. So if you're not familiar with this, yeah, basically you can just go to this link right here. Link to the repository will be in the description down below. This is a video showing you how to do a one-click install of this ffmpeg. All right, so it's notoriously difficult to install on Windows for someone who isn't technically inclined, blah, 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 blah. So all you simply do for the TLDR is you literally just run IEX, this command right here. Okay, so this is a 1 minute, 2 minute video. If you're having any issues, he goes over it. Now, one thing I actually did face 2 issues with this. If you already have, because I believe it uses chocolately to install it. So you may, what did I have to do? You may have to either, I believe oh yeah, if you already have chocolately installed, you may have to make sure that that is added to a path in your environment file. If it's not, if you can't use Choco to install it, if you get that error, then you're going to have to find where that chocolately is installed and add that to a path in your environment file. That's if you encounter that error. I'm just letting you know. And same thing for there's oh yeah, and if you already maybe had ffmpeg installed but it wasn't added as a path, you may have to do the same thing. So if you don't know where those paths are, you could literally just ask ChatGPT, hey, where's the typical chocolately path, and then get that path added to, and then you can add it to an environment variable. If you don't know how to do that, just ask ChatGPT. And then same thing for ffmpeg. But if you never installed either one of those, you should just be able to run this command right here and it should work. I'm just letting you know if in the rare situation you do encounter that issue, what you can do. All right, I'm not going to go in depth into like exactly showing you, because that's usually just a little thing you may encounter. You probably won't, but if you do, just ask ChatGPT what the paths are and add those to the environment variables, just so you can use those commands, and then the one-click installer should work. Okay, once you've done that, so now you have most of the requirements. You're going to need Visual Studio 2022 runtime. So you can click here. You're going to go here. You're going to want to download build tools. All right. And when you download build tools, let me just show you. I'm going to say getting these installer ready. So you can see here I have Visual Studio Build Tools 2022 and the Community Edition as well. I don't think you need this. If you do encounter issues and you do need this, and then just download the Community one too. But the main one you really need is this right here, the Build Tools, which the link is to. And you can go, I'm not, like, it's not, I already have it, but I'm just, that's why I'm clicking modify. But as I click modify, this is what you're going to want to have enabled. This is the main one, which is desktop development with C++. Okay, then you can go install it, download it, etc. And you should be good. I already have it, so I'm just going to exit out. Okay, I'm going to go back to the repo. And then simply, you're just going to clone the repository. So I'm going to run git clone, and that's git clone, C-L-O-N-E, and then the link to the repo right here. Okay. While that's cloning, you're also going to download these models. So you can literally just click these links, boom, boom, and it's going to download the models. They're not big models or anything like that, like in like Olama models or anything. They're just small models, and you're going to upload those files right here. So you can see here, this one's 332 megabytes, and this one is 264 megabytes. Now, also too, keep in mind, guys, I want to say this. When you're doing all this, you're going to need a bit of space on your computer. Maybe 30 to 50 gigabytes of free space. So yeah, if you need to free up some space, do so, just so you don't encounter any issues. And then, so you put those into the models folder, okay? Then you're going to install the dependencies. Now, before you install the dependencies, well, I mean, yes, you don't need to, but they recommend using a virtual environment. So that's what we did. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so if you already have another version of Python installed and you're using 3.1 or 3.10, I mean, like it suggests, then you can set up a virtual environment just using that specific. You can decide what version of Python you want to use. So to do that, and I'll leave this command in the description, you run pi and then dash 3.10 dash m and then venv for virtual environment, and then the name of your virtual environment. I just called mine cam, and you can see here that cam virtual environment appears in my repo now. Okay, and then to activate the virtual environment, you're going to run the name of your virtual environment and then backslash scripts and then backslash activate. And then you're going to see when we're running commands now, it's within the virtual environment cam. Okay. Once you do that, I'm going to leave all these commands in the description down below. These are the exact commands that I run when I start my when I get my virtual environment going, because they actually don't include some of these commands in the description here. So you actually if you didn't follow this how I'm showing you, you could have potentially encountered issues, right? So what I do is I run python -m pip install -upgrade and then pip tools, setup tools, and wheel. So I do that right when the virtual environment is loaded. Okay, if you don't do this, I personally encountered issues. Maybe you won't, but yeah, so I would just recommend doing that regardless. Then at that point, you can go ahead and you can see here it did so, and then at that point you can run pip install -r requirements.txt. Okay, it's going to start installing the requirements, and I think I encountered some issues here and I had to run it again. This issue is just regarding space, so I had to free up some space. So then I reran it, and once everything installed right here, okay, now then at this point you can run it using python run.py. Now I will say this, depending on your GPU and depending on your operating system, like for example me, I'm on a Windows and I tried running python run.py and I did the video, and instead of having Elon Musk's face over top of my face, I just had a black square. Okay, so most likely, depending on your operating system and your resources, you probably don't want to run it this way. It will be really crappy quality, most likely, unless maybe you're in the rare case. Anyways, so the way I ran it, and this is specifically for Windows, there's also other options that me personally, I can't fully speak to. It's because I'm not using an Apple or whatnot, but I ran it using the CUDA execution provider through NVIDIA. So if you have an NVIDIA GPU, and you can just check, if you don't know, check, you can check your computer, see if you have an NVIDIA GPU, you can install CUDA Toolkit 11.8. Now, to install CUDA Toolkit, it's suggested that you do have Visual Studio Code, the community edition, like I showed you. So just download that as well, I would suggest. And then you can go here to CUDA Toolkit 11.8 and select your system right here, select your version and download it. Then you can install it. Once you install CUDA, then you can actually just run. Then at that point, you want to pip uninstall this right here and install the dependency. So pip install this right here. So this version. Okay. So OnX runtime GPU 1.16.3. Okay. And then you're just going, then at that point, you're going to run Python run.py and then -- execution -- provider and then CUDA. So you can see here, I ran that right about, okay, well, I ran it and then it's going to, here we go, right here, CUDA. Boom, it's going to see a bunch of this stuff and it's going to open this little GUI here. All right. So there's a lot you can, I mean, there's a few things you can do here. One, you can select a face. So I selected Elon. You can put any photo. You could put Justin Bieber. You could put Elon Musk. You could put whatever. You could select a target. All right. This would be as if you're going to upload a video, right? And then you can toggle different things like keep FPS, keep frames, face enhancer, keep audio, many faces, etc. There's start, destroy, preview, live, and I believe they actually, it looks like they may have just done a few upgrades because I think they were getting some, this is, I mean, people, I guess it's maybe a bit of a controversial tool, right? That's why there's disclaimers here, because they did, I was seeing, they did before have like an NS not safe for work toggle, which is kind of like, yeah, like look at this, not safe for work. They have this not safe for work toggle, which is, if you don't know what not safe for work is, it's essentially like alluding to like nudity and whatnot, which I mean it could be potential, like it could be someone, you know, could have malicious intent using AI for nudity and stuff. We've heard about this, or at least I've heard about this. You may have heard about this in the, you know, in the news, people using stuff like AI and diffusion models and whatnot to do not nice things in that regard. So yeah, it looks like they probably got some backlash and removed that feature. But yeah, that would have been very recent because yeah, I did see this here. You can even see it in the photo. But anyways, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. This is something cool that you can play around with. You could, you know, use it on friends, etc. Just do funny things, whatever. Obviously, use it in a responsible way. But this is kind of like a stepping stone. This is something. First of all, this is open source, so anything they say here, where it's like, you know, we have detectors and this and that. I mean, if you really like, not suggesting this to anyone, but I mean, obviously, this is kind of like, it's open source, you could do whatever you want with the code. If someone did want to use it in a malicious way or whatever, I mean, you have a starting base of like code where you could just tweak it to whatever way you want if you know how to do it. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of where the world is going, I guess, right? It's kind of crazy, and yeah, I just wanted to show this to you guys because, I mean, this is the type of stuff we cover on here. We cover videos on AI, we cover videos on the cutting edge technology, we cover videos on business growth, etc. So, I mean, who knows? What do you think is next? What do you think this means? What are your thoughts on this type of technology and this tool specifically? Do you have any issues with downloading it? Let me know in the comments down below. Or do you have any issues with installing? I'll do my best to try to help you. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Yeah, I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on all this. And And if you do download it and use it, let me know some of the cool faces that you guys are putting on yourself, the deep fakes, and as well let me know what your experiences is with this tool. You can get it to look really good or whatever the case may be. Maybe I'll even add some target videos where actually not live and see how the output is with Elon Musk with me talking. I'll maybe add a couple clips in just to show you what that looks like. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So if you're new here to the channel, yeah, and you got some value here, you like this type of content, make sure to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. We're on the way to 5,000 subscribers. That's the next goal, the next milestone. We just passed 4,000 a couple days ago. So really excited and, you know, appreciative of all the new support and subscribers. Means a lot. Put a lot of work into this, and yeah, we'll continue improving the videos and bringing trying to provide you guys the most value up front. So if you have any suggestions on videos you want to see, let me know in the comments down below, guys. Also too, guys, if you haven't already joined our free community, stridecommunity.com, our free Facebook group, free Discord channel, links for that will be in the description, as well as the link to my book, Client Acquisition Code. Other than that, I will see you in tomorrow's video, guys. Keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, guys, accelerate your stride. Take care.